Hello everybody. Good evening to you. Today I'm just gonna read to you a little bit from the international bestseller, Dare to Fail: The Other Side of the Success Story by author Billy Lim. So here we go. Dare to Fail and the World Economic Crisis. Failure is not the opposite of success, but it's a byproduct. Inaction, apathy, and tolerance of mediocrity are the actual opposites of success. Failure is simply part of life. A world without failure is a fanciful dream incapable of withstanding reality. No matter how much failure hurts, it teaches us valuable lessons for future endeavors. Do it enough while learning from it, and a pot of gold awaits the daring at the end of the rainbow. Success and failure are just the result of competition for the best answers to questions that beset humanity. In search for the best, somebody must lose. Somebody must be second place or last. Not all can take the number one position. Failure led us to learn more about ourselves, our capabilities, and our mistakes. Each time we hypothesize and fail, we are one step closer to the answer, for we now know. Yet, one more path we should not take. Cutting down the odds in our favor, it is simply so because failure eliminates the wrong paths. We learn from failure by marking the false doors and knocking tirelessly on unopened ones. The whole process, to generalize it crudely, is an exercise in trial and error. The current economic crisis is characterized by failure to see mistakes in time. Mistakes of encouraging home ownership with disregard to credit worthiness, weakness of loose monetary policies to solve the previous economic downturn, mistakes from leveraging too highly while failing to manage risk, mistake of bad regulations. When the mistake converged as the fruits ripen too much to turn sugar to poison, the time for punishment at long last arrived. There is no doubt failure is painful, but we are only likely to learn something when it is painful. The fear of pain will encourage us not to repeat the same mistake. We know fire is hot only when we have burned ourselves. While we learn, we must remember that we are only human and we are not perfect. Some will learn and some will forget. Some will learn to adapt and others simply fail to do so. What we are witnessing at the moment is the free market taking its course to correct the paths we have mistakenly taken. The system now demands that we learn from our mistakes. For those who have learned something from the past, they will not be affected as badly as those who commit the same mistakes again out of ignorance or even arrogance. The series of failure across the Pacific and its subsequent ripples spreading globally are not a failure of free market capitalism. It is not a failure of liberty. On the contrary, the series of failure is an automatic reaction against our mistakes. The system is responding because we respond to events around us, and that alone shows that the idea of economic liberty with its carrot and stick model works. Courtesy of Hafiz Noor Shams.